Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Glad you could be here. So, what we are going to talk about today is huge mistakes people make before a grocery haul. And alongside Jan is here.
Hey, Steve. Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jan. So, I'm going to go ahead and let you go first. I know you've got a couple that you would like to share.
Oh, yeah. And I also know that you do too. We both did a little bit of homework and we sort of scripted something together. So if we sound a little more robotic today, it's just we want to make sure that these messages get across. You know what, Steve? Here's a really important mistake, a really big mistake: having no grocery budget planned for. Shopping without a limit or a plan is a big mistake, especially, Steve, for lower income folks or anyone that needs to budget. It is best to have a number, meaning dollars, a number plan, and stick to it. Now, some people disagree with that, Steve. Honestly, I don't know why they do. But in my honest opinion, I like working with a specific number. I know my limits. I'm not going to go overboard on the junk food when I really should emphasize the most important food, for example. So to me, it is a huge mistake to not have a grocery budget planned for. When I say grocery, Steve, I'm not only talking about food. I'm also talking about toiletries, bathroom paper, paper towels, let's say mouthwash, toothpaste, things of that nature, non-edibles, things of that nature.
Hmm. Well, most of your stores, I'm not saying all of them, most of your stores, when you go and look up something you want to buy, it gives you a price. So when you stop and pick a number that you want to spend, let's say you want to go to the store, I'm only going to spend $50. Well, go over what you need. You have your list made out, and you can always go like a hyphen this amount, hyphen for this amount, toilet paper hyphen this, um, whatever you may need, hyphen. Add it up. Add up everything you have before you even leave your house
Love it.
to go shopping. And as long as you follow that list and the prices are accurate, which a lot of the time they should be, you're going to stay well within your budget. If it's something that you're going to go a little bit over, two or three, maybe $5, think about, is it something that you could use right then, or is it something you could wait another time and go back and get? So
Makes a ton
think
of
about that.
sense to me. Very
Hmm.
good. Like that.
So my tip, the one that I have here, number two, not checking around, or I should say, always look at your inventory, whether it's food or non-food items, before you go and write a list. Um, because you don't want to buy things that are duplicates that you already have that you don't need. Instead, free up the funds that you have for the necessary things that you do need rather than, just to go and get something. So I
All right.
do I do agree with that. Always go look in your refrigerator, freezer, pantry, anything. Look and see how many of something you have before you decide to go buy something not knowing, and then you could wind up having six or eight or 10 of something. I mean, it would never be that high, but you never want to go, you know, it also depends on how big your family is, but you don't want to go and buy something that you've got a decent amount of, more or less.
I agree with that, especially also the part of not tying up those funds for other things that you might need.
Mhm.
So it's like having too much of something you don't need as much of, as opposed to being able to buy at least some of the stuff you do need. That's a great one, Steve. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what, Steve? Here's another one that people tend to forget, and that's not good. Forgetting to spend or to hold over on purpose a couple of bucks each week towards a longer term stockpile item for future use. Listen, you're at the store anyway. You spent the gas, your car to get there, the time, the effort, the energy, or if you order online, whatever method of shopping that you're using, keep in mind the good practice of holding a couple of bucks on purpose towards your future stockpile, especially if canned goods. Canned items last a long time, so it stands to reason to get some of those things. Canned items like fruit, vegetables, and meat are a great place to start. Take advantage of the store brand items. Many of them are just as good, if not better, by the way, or sale items on stuff that you actually do use. Don't buy things on sale just because it's on sale. If your family doesn't care for it or you don't use it, that is not a sale, that is a waste of money. Rather than
Mm,
that, if you know already your family uses it and enjoys it, stock up on it, especially if it's on sale. So don't forget to stockpile in little increments. It's sort of like the dollar a day method of saving money. A little bit a day, well, a little bit every single trip to the grocery store. Just put away for future use. That is so welcoming, especially on days when your income is a little bit lower for whatever the reason, or you can't get out, or the weather is terrible. You have your reliable pantry.
yeah, that's right. Um, yeah, another one that's good to stock up on is this right here, and I've mentioned it in the past. In my case, because of, don't get me wrong, I like milk. I do drink milk, but I can't drink a gallon of milk. A gallon would go to waste. And sometimes I'm noticing even a half a gallon is not even worthy. So it does cost me a little bit more. What I'll do is go to the Dollar Tree and I will buy quart size, which is their version. I've mentioned this in the past. I will buy their version of Parmalat milk.
Hmm.
And the reason why I do that is also a shelf stable item. You don't have to refrigerate it until you open it.
I love
So,
that stuff actually. And I'm not even a big fan of milk, but for some reason I really prefer Parmalat over, this is me, my taste, over fresh milk. Go figure. But it is, you're mentioning a great item there. I agree.
yeah, so in my case, when it comes to milk, the way that I use it, and yes, I do drink milk. I do like milk. No, I'm not lactose intolerant, but um, I just know my cycle on how I am when it comes to drinking milk. I drink milk, but I'm not a hardcore drinker. No, no, I'm not. So that benefits me. So that's another item that you could stick in there, in the case of, you know, building a stockpile. Um, the next one is pretty good, and this actually does apply to me, especially here lately with some of the purchases that I've been making. So when you don't shop in bulk, when the deal is real, I mean, there are items one or a person is always going to need. But if you're able to find a bulk item on sale, it can also help you save money. You always want to compare prices, check around, and see if you can get, a better deal at one place or another. Now, when you mention bulk, a lot of the time it would be a wholesale club. For example, um, let's say you find a better deal. Let's say you've got a membership to more than one wholesale club. Let's say you find a better deal at Sam's than you do Costco. So go to Sam's and get it. But I do believe in buying in bulk. If it's something that you use every single day in regular to heavy rotation, it gets used more than once, and you do use it, you, your family, whoever, and it gets used pretty regular, do consider buying that item in bulk because you'll always have it on hand. For example, I just recently bought two 151-ounce bottles of Dawn dish liquid. I got a really good deal on it, $10 a bottle. Normally it's
Wow.
13. So I bought that. I got a fairly decent deal on paper towels. I got a fairly decent buy on toilet paper. Now these are all things that do get used daily, every day. So that's one of the things that I
Good
harped
point.
around, and I did get a good price on it. And I'll always wait and see. I'll always step back, give it 3 or 4 days, 5 days, because prices do fluctuate. They're not always the same. So I'll always wait and see if I can always just hold off, wait a little bit, and if the price does come down, I'll jump in and grab it. But consider buying more of something that gets used on a regular basis. And I'm not always talking about um, paper items. If you can get a good deal on toothpaste, do that.
Sure.
Body wash or soap, do that.
Right.
Anything that gets used on an everyday, maybe more than once basis, do that. You'll save money in the long run, I think.
Great points.
Hmm. And that's pretty much it on my part.
Same here.
Okay. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Jan. And,
Oh,
always,
always fun to come by. Thank you.
yeah, sure, you're welcome. So always be on the lookout for myself, Jan. And if you like what you see, give a thumbs up, subscribe, check out my content. Um, and then, of course, always go and check out Jan's channel, which is Save Money and More with Jan.
Thank
Um,
you.
you're welcome. So she has a lot to offer as well. Hope everybody has a great whatever time of day it is, and we'll see you back here, or I will see you back here next time. Bye.
Bye.